Yes. Namaste Gurukulians. I hope you all are fit and fine. And today we are going to discuss about the uniform circular motion, the last topic of chapter motion. Students, in the previous video you have studied about the equation of motion and the numericals based on equation of motions. Now, uniform circular motion, whenever the term uniform will come, it means a quantity will be there which remains constant. And it is circular motion. It means while doing circular motion, one quantity will get remain constant, and it is the speed. So, what is the meaning of uniform circular motion? Motion of an object in circular path with constant speed. And I am talking about the constant speed, not velocity. And uniform circular motion is accelerated motion. Now the question comes, why it is accelerated motion? Because when you are performing the circular motion with the constant speed, then look at the figure. At every point of the motion, suppose it is point A, B, C and D. The value of speed is constant, but the direction of motion at every point in the circular motion changes. And you know very well that velocity is speed plus direction. So in this case, the value of speed is constant, but the direction at every point of the motion is changing. So it means the velocity of the object in the circular motion changes, and change in velocity gives acceleration. So it is accelerated motion. So I am writing at every point of motion, the speed remains constant, but direction of motion changes. That is, velocity is changing. So, uniform circular motion is an accelerated motion. Clear? Okay students, now the acceleration acquired by the object in the circular motion, it is known as centripetal acceleration. Now the question comes, how it comes? Due to change in the direction of the object. Clear? So the acceleration of the object in circular motion due to change in the direction of motion is known as centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration. The acceleration acquired by the object in circular motion due to change in the direction of motion. Clear? And the detail about the centripetal acceleration you will study in class 11th. Okay students, now for example, if an object is in circular motion and you want to calculate the time period of that object, it means you want to calculate in which time the object has completed one revolution in the circular motion. Now we will calculate the expression for that time period. Time period, time taken to complete one revolution is known as time period. For example, you are moving in a circular path and the radius of that circular path is r and the speed O is v. So time period will be equal to distance upon time. For example, initial position is point A and you have performed one revolution. So again you will come back to point A. Clear? So you have covered the distance 2 pi r. Clear? And time period is equal to distance upon speed and speed is v. So if you know about the radius of circular path and velocity of the object, then you can calculate the time period for that object. Clear? So students, it is all about your concept, that is uniform circular motion. And with this topic, we have completed this chapter. Students, if you remember, in the velocity time graph and distance time graph, I have talked about slope. One student has asked that we want more detail about the slope of the graph. One thing, the detail about the slope you will study in class 11. But now I am giving some extra description of slope of the graphs, how to calculate the slope of graph. If you remember the distance time graph, in the case of uniform motion means constant speed, distance, time. Clear? And for uniform motion, the graph is straight line. And from this graph, we can calculate the value of speed. How? We have to choose 2 points on the graph and we have to make a triangle like this. And I have told that perpendicular over base will give the slope. Clear? Now I will explain in detail how. If this angle is theta, clear? Then I am writing tangent theta. It is a trigonometric term and you will study in class 10th about it. But here you have to remember that tan theta is equal to perpendicular over base. Clear? And this value is S2 minus S1 and this value is T2 minus T1. So tan theta you can write S2 minus S1 divided by T2 minus T1 and it is equal to speed. So tangent theta gives the slope of the graph and the value of tangent theta is equal to perpendicular over base. Clear? Okay. In this case, the speed is constant. Why? Because at every, if you choose any 2 points on the graph like this and this, if you calculate tangent theta with the help of these 2 points, then you will get the same value as you got earlier. Clear? So students, now if you remember that for the non-uniform motion, I have plotted two type of graphs, like one like this, second like this. And what is the difference between this curve and this curve? Clear? Okay, tan theta equal to speed. Clear? If the value of theta increases, then tan theta increases. If tangent theta increases, it means speed of the object also increases. Clear? So now, if you look at this graph first, clear? Here, it is not a straight line graph. It means you cannot choose 2 points. Clear? So in this type of graphs, how you have to calculate the slope? Look, you have to choose 1 point only, like this. And you have to draw a tangent like this. टेंजेंट एक लाइन होती है जो किसी कर्व के एक पॉइंट को टच करके जाए. नाउ दिस इज अ ट्रायंगल. इट इज एंगल थीटा. आई एम राइटिंग इट एज थीटा 1. क्लियर? नाउ चूज अ पॉइंट एट दिस पॉइंट and draw a tangent and draw a triangle. Let it is angle theta 2. If you look carefully, theta 2 is greater than theta 1. It means जैसे जैसे टाइम इंक्रीज करता जा रहा है, वैसे वैसे जो एंगल है वो भी क्या करता जा रहा है? इंक्रीज करता जा रहा है. जब थीटा इंक्रीज होता तो टेंजेंट थीटा गेट्स इंक्रीजेस. इट मीन्स स्पीड ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट गेट्स इंक्रीजेस. So for this graph, we can say that speed of object increases. जब कभी आपको ये कह दिया जाए कि you have to plot a graph in which speed is increasing and when the object is in non-uniform motion, then you have to plot this type of graph. Now, what about this graph? Again, I am choosing 1 point here and 1 point here. Again, what we will do? We will draw a tangent like this and draw a triangle. So, it is angle theta 1. Now, at this point, draw a tangent like this and draw a triangle. So here, let angle is theta 2. If you look carefully, जैसे जैसे टाइम चलता जा रहा है वैसे वैसे जो एंगल है वो डिक्रीज करता जा रहा है. Here theta 2 is less than theta 1. So जैसे जैसे एंगल डिक्रीज करता चला जाएगा तो टेंजेंट थीटा की वैल्यू क्या करती चली जाएगी? डिक्रीज. इट मीन्स द स्पीड ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट गेट्स डिक्रीजेस. सो इस ग्राफ के लिए स्पीड डिक्रीजेस. क्लियर? सो एक बच्चे की क्वेरी थी कि जो कर्व 1 और जो कर्व 2 है ये क्या रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? तो ये रिप्रेजेंट करता है कि स्पीड ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज इंक्रीजिंग एंड दिस कर्व इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग दैट स्पीड ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज decreasing with time. Clear? So students, whenever you want to calculate the slope of the graph, then what you have to do? You have to draw a triangle. If the graph is straight line, then you have to choose 2 points like 1 and 2, and with the help of 2 points you have to draw a triangle, and tangent theta will give the speed. And if you have the curve graph like this 1 and 2, then you have to choose a point only like this, and you have to draw a tangent, ये line, and with the help of tangent draw a triangle. ठीक है? तो यहाँ से भी आप क्या कर सकते हो? स्लोप को निकाल सकते हैं. सो स्टूडेंट्स, इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट योर चैप्टर मोशन, एंड Now I will give an assignment based on chapter motion, and it will consist MCQ as well as subjective questions. So students, I hope this is sufficient for today, and have a nice day and thank you.